her after me and you start back being cool. So she want to know why you blocked her.
I seen how y'all going. I was like, I'm not even part of this.
But you know what, Scrap? I will tell you this. You're wrong because you was flirting with her for a very long time.
You said I was flirting with her?
Why was that wrong?
Show it, show it.
Don't flirt with the don't flirt with the friends. Don't flirt with the people in the circle.
I just want everybody to know.
Oh my gosh. The entertainment world has been rocked to its core as Bambi finally breaks her silence on Scrappy's devastating suicide attempt. Just days after the shocking incident where Scrappy was found unconscious in his home, fans have been desperately waiting to hear from Bambi, and her response has left everyone absolutely stunned. Sources close to Bambi reveal she's been completely shattered by Scrappy's condition. Despite their complicated past, she never wanted this kind of pain for him. In an emotional message that's bringing tears to eyes across social media, she's pleading with fans to keep Scrappy in their prayers, hoping against hope for his full recovery. But here's what everyone's whispering about. Is this just genuine concern from an ex, or is there something deeper stirring beneath the surface? Could Bambi still be harboring feelings for Scrappy? And the question on everyone's lips, could this heart-wrenching tragedy be the force that brings these two souls back together? Stay with us as we dive deep into Bambi's emotional reaction, Scrappy's current condition, and the absolutely gripping drama that has fans everywhere holding their breath in disbelief. The darkness that consumed Scrappy's soul was palpable in his dimly lit room. His phone wouldn't stop buzzing, a constant reminder of the countless messages from worried friends, family, and fans. But none of them truly understood. How could they? The emptiness that had taken over since Bambi walked away was something words couldn't capture. This wasn't the Scrappy we all knew and loved, the vibrant soul whose energy could light up any room. Instead, he sat there, a shell of his former self, drowning in memories of the love he'd lost. Mama D, bless her heart, had tried everything imaginable. She called, visited, even forced him to open up about his feelings. But nothing could break through the walls of pain he'd built around himself. The thought of Bambi moving on, living her best life without him, it was like a knife twisting deeper into his heart with each passing day. Scrappy had always been a fighter, facing life's battles head-on with that signature determination we all admired. But this was a different kind of war, one he had no weapons to fight. The first warning signs appeared when Scrappy posted that haunting message on social media. Sometimes the pain is just too much. The internet exploded with concern, but Scrappy remained silent, retreating further into his private hell. It wasn't until his close friends revealed his struggle with severe depression that the true gravity of the situation hit home. In what would become a pivotal moment, Scrappy made that fateful late-night call to Bambi. His voice trembled with raw emotion as he confessed, "I don't know how to do this without you." But Bambi, though clearly affected, stood firm. "Scrappy, we can't keep doing this. You need to find your peace, and I need to find mine." That call was the final straw. Sitting there, phone shaking in his hands, something inside Scrappy broke completely. What happened next would send shockwaves through everyone who ever cared about him. The following morning brought the kind of scene that haunts nightmares. Diamond, Scrappy's close friend and fellow rapper, arrived at his home after receiving deeply concerning texts. What she discovered chilled her to the bone. Scrappy barely conscious, his face deathly pale, surrounded by empty bottles. A silent testimony to his desperate attempt to escape the pain. With trembling hands, Diamond made that crucial 911 call, her voice breaking as she begged for help. Paramedics rushed to the scene, and within minutes, Scrappy was being hurried to the hospital. The news spread like wildfire, and social media erupted with an outpouring of love and support. Pray for Scrappy started trending instantly as fans, fellow artists, and even his exes rallied together in this moment of crisis. In that sterile hospital room, machines beeped steadily, monitoring every precious sign of life. Mama D refused to leave her baby's side, her prayers a constant whisper in the heavy air. "Lord, don't take my baby." The pain of seeing her son so fragile was almost too much to bear. Hours crawled by as doctors worked tirelessly to stabilize him. The tension in the air was thick enough to cut with a knife. Everyone desperate for any positive sign. Then, finally, movement. A slow blink, a faint whisper. Scrappy was coming back to them. The relief in the room was overwhelming, but everyone knew this was just the beginning. Scrappy's road to recovery would be long and challenging. The emotional wounds ran deep, and the shadow of losing Bambi still loomed large. But in that moment, surrounded by so much love and support, a tiny spark of hope flickered to life. As news of Scrappy's hospitalization spread like wildfire, the world waited with bated breath for one person's response: Bambi. Her silence was deafening, leading to endless speculation. Was she ignoring the situation? Did she not care? Or was she struggling with emotions too overwhelming to share? Finally, late one evening, Bambi broke her silence with a simple yet powerful Instagram post. Black background, white text, praying for Scrappy, wishing him strength and healing. The internet went into an absolute frenzy, with fans analyzing every word, every punctuation mark, searching for hidden meanings. Those close to Bambi revealed she'd been absolutely devastated by the news. Despite their separation, she never wanted to see Scrappy in such pain. Their history was complicated. Years of passionate love and struggle couldn't just disappear overnight. Sources whispered that Bambi had been desperately reaching out to Scrappy's family, hungry for updates on his condition. Mama D, showing remarkable grace despite past tensions, welcomed Bambi's concern with open arms. Right now, all that matters is Scrappy's health, she reportedly told a close friend. If Bambi wants to pray for him, let her. He needs all the love he can get. The public reaction was a storm of conflicting emotions. Some praised Bambi for showing maturity and concern, while others lashed out, calling her response too little, too late. Where was this energy when Scrappy was begging to work things out? One comment demanded, but others rushed to her defense, arguing that past issues shouldn't matter in such a critical moment. The drama intensified when an old video resurfaced. Scrappy, tears streaming down his face, confessing that Bambi had been his one true love. "I just wish things were different. I still love her," he'd admitted, his pain raw and real. The clip reignited speculation. Could this tragedy be the wake-up call they both needed? Was this fate's way of bringing them back together? The situation took another emotional turn when Scrappy finally regained consciousness. His first words sent shockwaves through the hospital room. "Where's Bambi?" The weakness in his voice only made the moment more heartbreaking. Mama D, fighting back tears, could only squeeze his hand and whisper, "She's praying for you, baby." Meanwhile, Bambi was fighting her own battles behind closed doors. Friends revealed she'd been breaking down in private, tormented by guilt. "What if I had just answered his call? What if I had been there for him?" She reportedly confided in a close friend. But she knew she couldn't change the past. All she could do now was support Scrappy's healing journey. After hours of agonizing silence, Bambi finally took to Instagram Live, her composure barely holding together. I don't even know what to say," she began, her voice trembling. "This is not how I ever wanted things to be." Fighting back tears, she continued, "You all don't understand. No matter what happened between us, I never wanted Scrappy to be in this place. My heart is so heavy right now." The comment section exploded, some offering support, others pointing fingers. But Bambi stayed focused on what mattered most: Scrappy's recovery. Inside the hospital room, the scene was heart-wrenching. Mama D never left Scrappy's side, her prayers a constant comfort in the sterile silence. The beeping machines became a rhythm of hope, each sound confirming her son was still fighting. The reunion everyone had been waiting for finally happened when Bambi appeared in the doorway. Time seemed to freeze as their eyes met across the room. Her heels clicked softly as she approached his bed, her face a mask of carefully controlled emotions. "Why, Scrappy?" she asked, her voice barely above a whisper. "Why would you do this?" His response cut straight to the heart. "Because I don't know how to live without you." Tears welled up in Bambi's eyes, but she quickly brushed them away. "You have to find a way," she said firmly, "because this isn't the answer." The air grew thick with unspoken words and buried emotions. When Scrappy reached for her hand, Bambi hesitated before allowing the contact. "I didn't want you to go through this alone," she admitted. "I was scared. I didn't know if I should come, but I knew I had to. Do you still love me?" The question hung in the air like a delicate thread. Bambi's response was measured, careful. "Scrappy, love isn't enough sometimes. We both know that." The pain in his eyes was unmistakable, but he nodded slowly. "I just needed to hear it." As doctors came to check on Scrappy, Bambi stepped back, watching silently. The future remained uncertain, but one thing was clear. She wasn't ready to say goodbye to him completely. Not yet. The world continues to watch this emotional saga unfold, holding its collective breath. As Scrappy begins his journey to recovery, one question remains on everyone's minds. Will this near tragedy rewrite their love story, or is it simply a painful reminder of what can never be? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We want to hear what you think. Will this bring Scrappy and Bambi closer together, or is their chapter truly closed? Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated on this developing story. Scrappy's journey isn't over, and with so many people rooting for him, hope remains alive. Keep those prayers coming, and let's all wish for the best. Stay tuned for more updates, and until next time, take care and stay safe.